Well, welcome to Sleep In Cinema's video interviews with filmmakers from the Sidewalk Film Festival 2025. We're very excited to have this series. Sleep In Cinema is a weekly radio show where we talk about movies with wonderful guests, lots of filmmakers. My name is Gareth Jones. This is Craig Saravalo. But we are joined today by two amazing filmmakers, brothers from Latvia. We have Raitis and Lauris Abele joining us from Poland. Are you both in Poland?
I'm in Latvia.
No, I'm in Poland.
One in Poland, one in
By the
Latvia.
Perfect.
okay.
Awesome.
I love it.
Oh, and I love the body, one of my favorite bands. So I really
Oh.
love your shirt. It makes sense after seeing your film. I think there's an aesthetic that's similar there. But I'll go ahead and start the first question, and I'm sure it's the one you always get with this, of course, is what is the origin of this story for you? How long have you been working on it? I mean, tell us about kind of the evolution of the Dog of God.
Well, with my brother, when I was studying in film school, my diploma work was about werewolf stories, which was book made by one priest who just, as an anthropologist, went around the coastline and gathered werewolf stories because we have a lot of them. If you go outside the Riga, you will end up quite like 2 hour drive. You can be in woods. And by the sea, and there's no people, and you meet someone and they will know someone who has encountered werewolf or something like that. So it's like, because we have a lot of forests and not so many people, and these werewolf stories are kind of into our folklore, all kind of mystical stuff, the swamps, the misleading lights, the werewolves, things like that. So we did a short film, and this werewolf phenomenon was kind of always with us. And then we were approached by a scriptwriter because we did a documentary reenactment called Baltic Tribes Last Pagans of Europe. We were Lithuanians officially last Christianized pagan tribes, and he liked the movie and he said, "You're the ones who could do this one." And then my brother could tell more how it became an animation because it was supposed to be a live feature.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, uh, it was, I think, three and a half years ago. I was working together with our friends who did a movie, Flow animation, Flow, a movie about cats that
Hmm.
got Oscars. And in the beginning, I was helping to assemble the team of animators, of creatives, because Gintz, the director of the film, had never worked with a team, so we were helping him out. And I was for a year and a half involved in this animation world, uh, and then just idea came being in this animation environment, like, hey, let's do this Dog of God, this script that we have, but we don't know exactly how to execute it as a live action. Then just ideas that, hey, let's do this thing as an animation. I went back to Lauris and said, let's do it as animation, and he was like, no, no way, no, no go. uh, but then I kept on pushing, and we asked our friend Harry Grundman, who is a great artist. We've been just doing some short things together, and I asked him to do some sketches how it might look, and then went back to Lauris with a visual style, and Lauris was like, "Okay, this is it. Let's go for it."
Right.
And yeah, it somehow it just, well, throughout the years from the scriptwriter developing the script, it was 10 years ago. So, but for us, it took
Wow.
Okay.
about 3 years in since we just got the idea that we will do it animation till we screened it at Tribeca at first.
That's amazing. So this rotoscoping approach to animation, as someone who grew up with Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings, Fire and Ice, and then recently Spine of Night, I absolutely adore that aesthetic, that kind of uncanny valley effect with rotoscoping. I mean, could you talk a little bit about getting that rotoscoping approach as well, and why that was the approach you wanted to take? Was it that just that your friends were working in that technique already, or?
No, nobody really worked on rotoscoping. It was, uh, I think, because we with Lauris, we come from more of an art house, European art house film scene, so we know how to work with actors, with drama, with a real live action. But and so rotoscope was something we could pull off. We could not pull off, as we know how to draw, but we are not animators. We So we put our knowledge with actors, with framing, with how to build a scene, together with animators who could draw over it and put their effort. So it was, for the live action directors, that was a way to go. And there comes in Haris as an artist who is really into fire and ice. He's into Ralph Bakshi's, as well as, I would say, 100% for Lauris. He's also uh, he he sent me all these, when we started it, all these old 80s super weird animations. He sent me, watch this, watch this, watch it. I had a full computer disc. It was just I had to delete some because I didn't watch all, just because new films were coming in.
Yeah.
And also, I think one of the influence was also from from some of the Baltic 80s animations that were pretty dark. They were not made really for kids, but
Yeah.
there was not much going on TV, so we the kids watched them. It
Oh
was
wow.
and yeah, they were pretty philosophical, always sad, always dark. So
That
that was
explains a
awesome.
lot. If any film I want to see the behind the scenes making of, it's this one. I mean, did you even know how do you even start if you have no animation background? This is the way you want to do it. But how much of it is practical sets? How much of that was incorporated into the uh, live action before having the animation on top of it? Did you have to like just learn this as you go? Like, how did that go?
Um, we we worked.
Well, we
Uh, okay, Laura, tell you.
Yeah.
no, I mean we had some animation background. Like we had worked on different little pieces of animation.
Oh, right. Okay.
I can answer that question.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's what we do with Lauris all the time. We just
Yeah.
it's better to have two directors than one can answer for another.
No, I like that.
Yeah. So
No, that's a question I wanted to ask you too. Was that brotherly connection, and that how you split up roles and how you work together? You know, both as screenwriters and I mean, there's a lot of great brother or sibling directors out there, but I'm sure you have your own unique way of approaching that.
We are
I'll
actually
start
three.
we are three.
Oh,
So we are
Oh,
better
wow.
than the
Okay.
duos. We are better than the duos.
Yes.
move out of the way, Cohen brothers. Here come the Abeles.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So a trio. Oh,
A trio.
that's even better.
Our youngest brother is DOP, and he did shoot all this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, but I will return back to the first question about the technique.
Yes.
We worked in a post-production studio with our friends together, so we knew how the things, this like behind the scenes, how things happen, and what is possible and what is not. But for this animation, we got the funding. We did some initial tests, and they worked for 2-3 second clips, and then we got the funding, and then we started to do, and we're like, no, it won't work.
Oh no.
It just takes so much time, so much, and how we can pull it off. And then we really did sit down and think of the creative ways how to cheat, like using just black silhouettes in a background, and or maybe using some things that we can really draw very fast without proper lines and put uh, focus that it's out of focus, and
Mhm.
really think how to move faster and have still the same good looks, but to cheat, it doesn't mean always bad. So
No, and it actually kind of adds this kind of artistic expression to it that you may have not had if it were pristine and perfect.
yeah.
No, that's a great example of when artists are constricted or they're challenged in certain ways. You have to find these new innovative approaches, and I think that really forced your hand to create that aesthetic that looked a little bit different, but beautifully, I think, complements the story. The almost psychedelic.
I got to tell you,
of it.
That's the best rendition of being on shrooms I've ever seen.
Thank you.
That was something I was like, holy shit, that they nailed it.
That's where a compliment.
Yeah.
One other thing that that with this movie we had everything animated before we shot it.
Mm-hmm.
It was all hand drawn, black and white, with Maya and Raitis voiceover. So we had the whole movie, and because we knew you cannot improvise when you rotoscope, and we had to do it everything, let's say, by the book that's already written.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say what also brought it together is the music. I think the music is absolutely amazing. Right from the start, it sets the tone. Could you talk a little bit about working with that composer? I mean, obviously, I see the body there. You're obviously probably diverse music influences, but could you talk a little bit about the music for the film?
Did you read the credits of the composer?
I haven't gone to all of them yet. No. Tell me more about it.
No, I composed it.
So
it's yours, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
fantastic! I thought I saw a different name when I looked it up. So my apologies.
Yeah, I know it says maybe it's sound guy, but the idea was we did this Baltic tribes, and it had historical instruments, maybe playing something modern versions, and our historical instruments is like a lap harp and some like bagpipes and some stringed instruments, and we decided not to do it with those instruments like historical. And already when we did some like the tests, we put some 80s synth music. It reminded us as a kids when we grew up, that was the music for 80s 90s animation. This synth driven, like we put some band Zombie, it's a synth psychedelic band, and it was kind of reference. Then it was reference from our childhood music, then from the bands that we love, like heavy psychedelic music, and also some spiritual stuff. And it was like super hard to explain to some companies. We have a good composers, but this mishmash blend was maybe like too hard to describe to someone. So
well, I
so
thought
Lauris decided like the only way is just to do it himself, and
well, you did an amazing job.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's kind of like the John Carpenter approach. Like, well, the hell with it. I'm just going to do it. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
No, and I'm sure he's probably maybe an influence with a lot of that synthesizer-driven 80s.
Yes,
I mean, how can you
absolutely.
not?
Exactly. That's pulsating stuff beneath. That's
king of arpeggiator.
Yes.
So, do you have vintage synths? What's your approach? This is so nerdy.
No,
but I've got to know.
I wanted to be like with all due respect to Vangelis, but I wanted to channel him. So I decided I will go all digital, because I was mesmerized. We play live music, and like basically me and Raitis, what we would do, we would do with some, with guitars, some Deadman, Nick Cave, Warren Ellis kind of stuff that we play. But here I wanted to go all electronic, and there was tons of. And I don't read music, so it was I just play guitar, but it was
I was surprised that Lauris can play piano, because I never knew that.
What did you bring it to? When you listen to it, you go, "Wait, are you sure you did this?"
yeah. AI? Was it AI or not?
Yeah, and then I corrected it digitally.
Yeah. Hey, Trust me, MIDI is our friend, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really because I remember thinking, man, I wonder how he did this, because it does have a very vintage, feel to it. Like those old synths. So
No,
he did a
we
great
went
job
to
of masking it.
we went to our sound engineers that we record with, and he has a lot of analog hardware.
Yeah.
And we
He ran
put this,
through all the analog.
There you go.
and,
Then
and it
that
colored
did it.
it in a cool way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, I love it. It's so great.
Yeah,
was
I just
also-
got to say,
It was
again,
also the
you're-
concept behind visually, like our artist Haris Grunmans, when we made the first tests, they look like super pristine animation, super clean, and we wanted to have this old film effect, but not the cheesy one.
Yeah.
So Haris and Igor Garcan's compositors, they worked on those weird aberrations, lens effects. So these days, so you get to simulate, and also that the colors are not super clear. They are, like in Renaissance and Flemish paintings, that they put this lasing, so it's yellow, and then you put some transparent thing and put other color, and it becomes like dirty yellow. So that was
interesting
also
that you used a
concept behind
visual
that.
painting style to kind of filter that through. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. I mean, and there's also, it's pretty dark. It's pretty graphic. But it's also funny. Like, I was impressed with how there was a sense of joy to it, or lightheartedness to it, that I really kind of appreciated. That went right into the credits. Have you made this mead? Have you guys actually made the mead? I wanted to actually go, oh, let's try that recipe.
I haven't made that one, but I'm a home brewer, but I just brew in my bathroom.
Yeah.
But
it smells like a
beer.
brewery, his bathroom.
I'm sure.
But you said that you felt that it's graphic, and I would say, for me, graphic would be some Japanese anime where tentacles go inside a schoolgirl in all holes.
Yeah.
I think we were actually having quite soft erotic fun, maybe. But
No, absolutely.
I wouldn't say it's
I
super
think
graphic.
that may not be the right word. It's explicit. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have no problem with graphic. We just sometimes we were some reviews wrote that it's graphic, and we say, what would you write then about those weird Japanese
Oh, well, yeah, that's a whole other realm.
No, I think it's part of the tradition. I think it's with folk horror and with these rotoscoped fantasy and horror films. I mean, you're right in that tradition, but of course, I think you brought your own storytelling abilities to this, your own story to tell that's unique. I think it's fabulous. I mean, we do try to prepare people who are going to see it, just say, hey, this is not flow. This is not something that you watch with little kids.
Yeah, this is definitely not in a Saturday morning program.
But at the same time, it is pulling from that tradition of fairy tales and folk tales that are dark, that were used as a way to teach lessons, if you will, to children. And so there is that nice element that you have as well.
It's like I would elaborate on that. Let's say we put some things from our folklore, or even let's say our grandmother still did it. When you went as a kid, you lived in country, and you go to what's the name would be for it? You take cows out in a meadow
as a shepherd,
and a kid
out to pasture.
Yeah, a shepherd. Yeah, and a kid watches after them. So in the morning, it's quite cold and it's still wet, and then the kids would warm their feet in a cow shit because it's warm, and it's just it's plants. And for us, it's almost like this, like grandmothers did it. They said as a kid we had to warm our feet, and you live in better times. We put it in there, but we got some let's say American reviews that say, oh, the beginning starts the boy steps in the shit. For us, it's like very romantic national moment, that how the little kid warmed his feet.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I can see that. I mean, it really does depict a very accurate, probably, portrait of how hard it was just live day to day at that time. Because you did, I mean, again, it's really interesting to have that depicted through animation. So I think that you made the right call of going with the using animation as opposed to live action and marrying the two with the rotoscope.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I know we've taken up a lot of your time. I just want folks to know that they can go see this at the Sidewalk Film Festival next Saturday at 9:30. This is a great film to see at 9:30 p.m. in a packed house.
Yeah, I want to see it with an audience to see the reaction.
Yeah, really to see this with an audience and experience that, and the discussions that people will have after will be amazing. I'm sure lots of discussion. So thank you so much for joining us all the way from Poland and Latvia. We really appreciate your time.
Yeah, I'd show you what we're looking at, but it's not as nice as what you're looking at, what your location is. So both of you, thank you so much. If you ever make it to Birmingham, Alabama, we got you. We'll take you out.
Next time, yeah, let's catch up. Unfortunately, we can't make it this year, but with the next film, we'll try to do that.
I hope so. Well, thanks again, and we will. I guess we can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah, with an audience. Thank you again.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.